All right, listeners, buckle up because we're diving deep today into
Wow.
some serious U.S. policy,
Right.
Executive Order 14141 to be exact.
Wow.
And this thing's all about AI infrastructure and how America is planning to
Okay.
pretty much stay on top of the AI world.
It is fascinating how this order, it goes way beyond just like the algorithms and data centers.
Right.
You know, it's like a whole vision for an ecosystem built around American AI, clean energy, workforce development, you name it, even international collaboration.
Yeah, and the scope is pretty wild.
Yeah.
We're talking about the government like potentially leasing land to private companies just to build these AI centers,
Wow.
powered by their own clean energy sources.
Wow.
Almost like little AI kingdoms all over the place.
That's a bold move for sure.
Yeah.
And this order, it makes it super clear this isn't just about tech getting better.
Right.
It's about national security and how well the economy does.
Okay, so let's break that down.
Sure.
What's the whole national security angle here?
Well, the order, it stresses over and over how important it is to develop this powerful AI right here in the U.S.
Okay.
So we're not relying on other countries.
Right.
And it also makes sure that the government has access to these tools.
Okay.
It's almost like they're treating these AI centers like top secret labs, but for, the digital age.
Right. So it's about staying in control of this tech,
Exactly.
which could change everything, really.
It could.
What about the economic side of things, though?
Well, AI is creating whole new industries and jobs, right?
Right.
So this order wants to keep the U.S. ahead of everybody else in the world by making this open but super competitive AI ecosystem
Okay.
where even the small companies can make it.
So it's not just about the big tech giants.
Yep.
It's about fostering that innovation across the board.
Exactly. And a huge part of that is the clean energy focus.
Right.
Data centers use a ton of power.
Oh, yeah?
So this order says any new AI data center
Yeah,
has
right.
to be powered by new clean energy sources.
Now, this is where it gets really interesting.
Oh, yeah.
We're talking solar, wind, geothermal, maybe even next-gen nuclear.
It's all possible.
Wow.
And the order's very clear on this. The companies building these centers,
Yeah.
they're the ones paying for the clean energy, not the people.
That's huge. No passing the cost on through, like, higher electric bills or anything.
Exactly.
It sounds like they're really trying to build this AI future the right way,
They are.
even thinking about how it might affect workers.
Yeah, absolutely.
So a big plan with a lot of moving pieces.
It is.
What are some of the specific things this order lays out to actually make all this happen?
Well, first off, it tells federal agencies they need to find suitable land for these AI centers and all the clean energy that goes with them.
Okay.
And then there's the competitive bids from private companies
Oh, wow.
to actually build and run these centers.
It's like bidding wars for AI dominance.
It kind of is.
Now, that is a headline I'd want to read.
Right.
What else is in there?
Well, this is where it gets even more interesting. The order wants strict security standards for these AI centers,
Uh-huh.
almost like they're protecting national secrets.
Wow.
And sustainability is a big deal, too.
Okay.
Making sure that developing this AI doesn't hurt local communities or the environment.
Right.
And get to this, it even wants research into how energy efficient AI itself can be.
Wow. So it's not just building AI infrastructure.
No.
It's doing it the right way and pushing the limits of what's even possible.
Yeah.
It makes you wonder, with all this focus on the U.S., what about the rest of the world?
Yeah.
Where does a place like Honduras fit into all of this?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
And it's important to remember that when technology changes this much, it affects everyone around the world.
And that's where something like Mi Empresa comes in, right?
Exactly.
This deep dive is actually done in partnership with them and Inversiones Urbanas Centroamericanas.
That's right.
And they're all about helping Central American countries, especially Honduras, really grab these kinds of opportunities.
Yeah, this executive order might be all about the U.S., but it shows just how important AI is becoming globally.
Yeah.
And countries like Honduras, they can be big players in this.
It's like a wake-up call to the whole world.
Yeah.
The AI revolution is happening, and those who adapt and really go for it are going to succeed.
That's the truth.
But before we get ahead of ourselves, let's get back to the specifics of this executive order.
Okay.
What are some of the details that really stood out to you?
Well, one thing that really stood out was that they want to use only American-made semiconductors.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
It's a clear move to boost their own manufacturing
Right.
and make sure the U.S. has all the semiconductors it needs.
Yeah, especially for AI, they're in everything these days.
Exactly. It's critical technology.
But doesn't that, like, hurt other countries' chances?
Not really.
Okay.
I mean, the U.S. might be focused on its own supplies.
Yeah.
But when AI is doing well around the world, everyone wins.
How so?
Well, the research, the development, all the new stuff that happens in one place, it helps everyone everywhere.
So it's more about like raising the bar globally.
Exactly. And that's where a country like Honduras can really do well.
Okay.
This executive order, it really stresses good labor standards and training the workforce,
right,
which fits perfectly with what MiEmpresa is doing.
Yeah, connecting skilled workers in Honduras with these new AI projects.
Exactly. It's like building a bridge between the talent and the opportunity.
I like that.
This executive order, it talks about these AI centers being almost everywhere, like power plants.
Huh.
You know, placed near clean energy sources.
That's a cool image.
Right? Instead of those old coal-fired power plants.
Yeah.
We might start seeing these futuristic AI centers powered by wind or geothermal.
That would be something.
And all of this ties back into MiEmpresa.
How so?
As these AI centers are built, maybe even in Honduras, they're going to need people to work there.
A lot of people.
A lot of skilled people, and MiEmpresa will be there to help people find those jobs.
It's all about giving people the power to be a part of this AI revolution.
Yeah, no matter where they live.
So we've covered the national security stuff, the economic impact, clean energy, even how countries can work together.
We have.
But this order, it kind of hints at some risks too, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
What happens if other countries don't like this U.S.-led approach to AI?
That's a really important point. And the order doesn't really say what to do then.
Okay.
But we could see something like an AI arms race.
What?
Yeah, different countries trying to build the most powerful AI.
Oh, wow.
So they have an advantage over everyone else.
And that could mess up global security and cooperation.
It could definitely. Imagine a world where access to AI is this huge point of tension, or even leads to conflict.
Or what if different countries develop AI with totally different rules and goals?
That's a scary thought.
It is.
It really shows how important it is for countries to talk to each other and work together.
Especially with this AI future coming.
Yeah, for countries like Honduras, it means they need to train people in AI.
Right.
But also be a part of the global conversation about AI.
And make sure AI is developed responsibly.
Exactly. It's not just about building the technology.
Yeah.
It's about making sure it helps everyone.
That's a good point. And that's what makes this executive order so interesting.
It is.
It's not just about technology. It's about shaping the future.
Right.
A future where the U.S. might be in the lead, but where countries like Honduras can still do great.
It's a bold plan for sure.
It is.
Yeah.
But it makes you wonder how well the U.S. government can actually do all this.
Yeah.
How will companies react? What will other countries do?
Good questions.
All of that is going to shape what this AI-powered future looks like.
Definitely it will.
Yeah. It really is a lot to think about, but one thing is for sure.
What's that?
This AI revolution, it's here.
It is.
And it doesn't matter if you're in the U.S. or Honduras, this is going to affect you.
Absolutely. And knowledge is power. The more you understand about all this tech changing and the policies behind it,
right,
the better you'll be able to deal with it.
So for our listeners in Honduras, and really anyone listening, what does all this mean, like practically speaking?
Well, it means opportunity. The need for people with AI skills is just exploding everywhere.
Yeah, I can see that.
From software and data to cybersecurity, even managing AI projects.
And that's where MiEmpresa comes in, right?
Exactly. They can connect talented people with these new jobs that are popping up.
Especially in a place like Honduras, with so many young people ready to work and learn.
That's right. This is a chance for Honduras to become like a center for AI talent.
Wow.
Think about it, attracting investment and building a whole tech sector right there in Central America, all powered by this new generation of skilled workers.
It's exciting.
It's about being proactive.
Yeah.
Not seeing these global changes as threats, but as chances to grow.
Right. And that's the key part of understanding these big trends like this U.S. executive order.
Exactly.
It's not about one country being in charge.
Yep.
It's about realizing that AI is changing the whole world and everyone can benefit. So for our listeners in Honduras and all across Central America, this is like a call to action.
It is invest in your skills, look into what MiEmpresa offers, and get ready to be a part of this AI revolution.
And for everyone listening, wherever you are, keep learning, stay involved, and remember, the future is what we make it.
Well said.
Thanks for joining us for this deep dive into the world of AI. We'll see you next time.